And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge. Guess what? Last night we had a major storm here in California and it knocked out all the power. So enjoy the next best of BobBlast. See you then. And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, this is Bob Burridge, and I'm here to show you another blast about, it's all about how I get started. I'm asked that question a lot, and since I start every day, I better have a system. And so let me just show you what works for me. You know, I always start off with a concept. You know, I always say the 5 C's. What's the concept? Every painting I do has to have a concept. That way I know when it's done, when it reaches the concept. So I start with the concept. Well, I do a lot of journaling in my sketchbook. I sketch, he actually sketches in his sketchbook. And I do a lot of journaling and notes so I don't have to remember it. And lots of writing, specifically about a particular subject I happen to love, close to my heart. You'll paint it better when you paint something close to your heart, not what you think's going to sell. All right. So I paint a lot of stuff in my childhood, which was pretty exciting. So I'll find a theme, whether it's circus or going to the beach, and that's a theme. And then from there, I came up with the title. Believe it or not, I come up with the title first, not at the end. And so I get my titles. Well, guess what? The magic book, the Rose Thesaurus. This is what I use in my studio to come up with titles. I can't remember everything about circuses, so I might look up the word circus in here, and my gosh, there might be about 2,000 title possibilities. So now we start. Now we start the creative process. I'm excited about the subject matter. I have some titles down I write down in my sketchbook, and now I get started. So the next letter C, as you can see here, so that's the concept, is the composition. So there are about 16 different standard compositions out there. I have a chart on them, and this particular one, look at the composition, is the cruciform. Everybody does the cruciform. These are standard graphic designs that we all tend to lean towards. It's got to fall into one of these designs. This one happens to be the cruciform. All right, so I've established the composition. Now, the other thing we love so much is color. What's the color combination? I don't open up all my jars of paint and squeeze them and put them all over the table. I actually look at a color wheel, whether it's my color wheel or the standard color wheel, and I choose a color combination. That's why I say, what's the color combo? And I only get out those 4 colors. It happens to be 4 colors on my particular chart. I call it the goof-proof color wheel. It works. So for instance, here I am doing abstracts. But if you notice, look at the color combination. So dominant color is blue. Here's your dominant color. Is it exactly that blue? No, it's blue. And red's the focal point. Boy, look how small the focal point is. It doesn't have to be screaming in your face. And the other 2 colors, the spice colors, will be the violet and yellow. There's your violet and a little bit of yellow. Boom, done. Here's another one, purple. You spin it over to the purple, and I stick with those 4 colors. Don't keep wandering around. So the dominant color is purple, okay? And the focal point is green. Boy, you can't miss it. And the orange and blue are the 2 spice colors. There's your orange, there's a little bit of blue, spice colors. Bam, it's done. Now this is in the abstract. That's in the abstract. It could be fields of corn, it could be barnyards, it could be animals, but stick with that color combination. The next one is I continue, which means I do it more than just once. Here's an example. Oh, Paris, I'm still working on this. Look at this. A full sheet, you can get 9 paintings out of this. And these are like my early morning sketches. Just kind of get things flowing. And it could be one simple object. Doesn't have to be an entire, landscape with mountains and water and things like that. I like to do simple things over and over and over and over, thinking about the darks and the lights, and I'm playing around with different color combinations. This one happens to be orange as the focal point. Look at the different colors of blues background. This is where I get to practice and play. Tomorrow it might be coffee cups. The next day it might be my figures. The next day it might be abstracts. You see, I'm just honing all my skills. Now, let me show you one more letter C about commitment. So, my last letter C is commitment. And I mean commitment. I have to write that down, otherwise my mind just bounces all over the place, right? During the process of a painting, I stay focused on the prize, as I like to say. So the commitment is like staying close to the theme. They all don't have to look the same, like twins, but more siblings. So here's a body of work that I'm working on from some of my figure sketch classes. So I like the beginning, so I'll continue working on this. So this is all about the powerful female series that I'm working on. So there's the color, that mostly dominant color is green. Look at all the different greens. Red's the focal point. Okay, and then you can continue on with some costuming. This was kind of a fun siesta kind of a painting pose that the model was doing in the studio. And again, these are just quick little sketches. And last one, I do like the diagonal composition. See, there's the composition. And obviously the dominant color is going to be blue, more of a neutral blue, and then right in here, the diagonal spot is going to be the focal spot, and that will be orange, according to the color wheel. Anyway, that's how I start a painting, and I stick with it all these years. Always do working with a concept, always a concept. And I title it, give it a title at the beginning. That way, when it matches the title, that's when I know it's done. I don't put it on Facebook and ask everybody else, is my painting done? And if they do respond to that, now it's their painting. So, make a commitment with yourself. You're better than you think you are. Composition, really strong. Keep the strong graphic design. Really important that you stick with a strong graphic design. Color combo, find one. Play around with all the different combos, all right, that are on your color wheel. Do one painting, but all different color combinations. What a great way to learn about color. Don't forget the neutrals. And you continue over and over and over and make a commitment. Don't keep bouncing all over the place. Hey, thanks a lot for watching this. This is one of my favorite subject matters because this is how I start every day. You can too. Take care. I'll see you at the next BobBlast. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you next week. Hi there, I'm Bob Burridge, and we're going to the Bahamas this February. I cannot wait to go there with you. Can you imagine doing a workshop, painting by the beach, by the poolside for 5 days of painting? I cannot wait because it's most relaxed. I call it a paintcation. Can you imagine painting every day? But there's the bar, there's the beach, and we're right there, we're relaxed. And we're creating wonderful paintings in this incredible Bahama aromas, the florals and the wonderful aromas of the food cooking and the ocean right there, fresh air, and perfect time of the year to get away, right? And to have a great time. It's my favorite place. I call it a paintcation. What a great name for it, a paintcation. And we're going to be painting loose abstracts. Wow! So I'll see you there, and I cannot wait to paint in the Bahamas with you.